Well, hello and welcome to 4-Speed DIECAST, the dumbest damn diecast channel in all of YouTube. And today we're not looking at diecast, kids. We're going to do something different. I hope you like it. Well, hello, boys and girls. I told you we might bring an actual vehicle to the channel, something that's not 1/64 scale. You can tell it's not one. Look here. See, that's how big it is. This is a real car. It's not 1/64 or die-cast. Although some parts of it might be die-cast. I don't know. So what do we got? It's a 69 Ford. It's a Galaxie, as you might can tell from the bent nose. It's running some old school Kragers. This one here has got a little oopsie in it, so we'll have to replace that wheel somewhere along the way. You might tell. Take a look at the quality of those lug nuts right there. Yeah, that's good stuff, isn't it? But we do have the dice on the rim, so you got that. There we go. So what is it? It's a 69 Galaxie, an original 390 car, and it's a sports roof. So used to have a vinyl top. Got a little something right here. Got a little something we'll have to. What are you gonna do? A little something there. I think somebody might have put their big ass up against the door. Who knows? Piece of trim missing, but it's in the car. It got yanked off or something along the way. Another Krager, an SS. Very nice. We need front tires because those ain't worth a shit. You'll see that in a moment. We got the obligatory high performance stickers, and you might notice back in there that's a new gas tank. I'll tell you about that in a bit. Had a little bit of a gas tank incident. 69 Galaxie. This is the worst spot right here. This quarter panel right back here. It's full of mud, and it's a little bit, well, it's not good back there. That's the worst part of the car, which is good. Whoa, that's my finger. Which is good because repairing one little quarter panel is a lot easier than repairing all the floors. And it's pretty complete. The deal is, like I say, this is a sports roof. You've got this nice inset back window, and you've got all these nice ants. We got the ants. Good for them. They got a place to live. And you got this little sail panel here. That it's kind of in the vein of the Chevelles and the Chargers and whatnot. Very cool. Always wanted one of these cars. Had several 69 and 70 Fords like this, Galaxies and LTDs. But yeah, it's good to have another one. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. That's a mess. Don't look at that. Yeah, so pretty much all here. And it just needs this and that. You know, it's been stupided in its life. Somebody stupided the trunk latch. But you know, it's pretty good. It's all here. It's all in one piece. I don't really have to go look for a bunch of parts and whatnot. Everything's here. It's just somebody made this car stupid, and we have to unstupid it. I got to say to the guy in the back room a big thank you, because he's been cleaning on this thing. Somebody just threw some primer on it. Got to fix that. That's going to be tough. That's not going to look good when it's fixed, but it'll look better than that. So one of the first things my wife asked when we went to look at this car, she's like, are we going to put dice or skulls on the wheels? And it already had dice, so yeah. Underside of the car is pretty good. It really is. It's very nice. It's got some spots here. So this was born as a standard Galaxie 500. It's not an XL, so it doesn't have bucket seats. Well, The seats are lovely. But, you know, 50-some-odd-year-old car, so what are you going to do? Carpets are ate up, but underneath the carpets, oh, well, we can't really pull that up. We'll have to push that down a little bit, actually. It's not bad. All this needs to come out. And, but the bottom of the floor pans look really nice. And you can see here, you know, this rocker's nice. This is all nice. This isn't all rotted out. So that's the stuff that really matters. Little bits and pieces, you know, like that. What are you gonna do? So I mean, the good thing is it came with floor mats. So yeah. So no floor shift. It had a column shift. It yeah. Somebody cut it off. Somebody cut off the column shifter because you know, you can't just take that little pin out, that little dowel pin. No, can't do that. And as we all know, you can't have a car from the 60s without a 4-speed stick. And this isn't one. You'll notice there's no, this is not a 4-speed. But whoever put it in here did not install it properly. You'll see that when we actually get into working on this fucking thing. Here's the thing. This car has a lot of good parts. Wait, let me show you the really good part. So, the really good part here is this. This is a 385 series engine, which is either a 429 or a 460. All right, we're going to stop there, and I'm going to voice over this part. This is not a 385 series engine. It is indeed a 351. I'm sorry, I'm a dumbass, but it is. It's a 351. When you started it up, the engine's quiet. I've heard it run. It didn't knock or rattle or anything. But when you started it up, it would sit there and just, and that ain't right. If you notice, it sits a little high. It's sitting a little high. It's a little high there, buddy. They set this 385 series engine onto the 390 motor mounts. You probably can't see them down there. They're down there, trust me. And we got stock exhaust manifolds on what I presume to be rebuilt heads. We got a big Holley 4-barrel. I haven't ran the numbers on it. It's a 750 or 850 double pumper that has the choke closed off on it. We got a Petronic system, electronic ignition put into the distributor, which is loose. We've got some kind of aluminum. We got an Edelbrock aluminum. Why the fuck can't I say aluminum? Fuck it, aluminium. There is a nut. There's a little nut that snuck down that hole. You can see it right there. I gotta get that thing out. That going into the head would be no bueno. Even though I don't know where that goes, I think that's just the crossover for the what do they call that? The heat riser for the factory intake. So, all in all, a pretty good deal. Alright, so here's the deal, kiddies. I have to unstupid this car. Okay? It's got a lot of good parts, and my theory is that somebody bought this car from the original owner, maybe the second owner, I don't know. It was in good shape back then. And they said, hey, it's got a 390 in it. That's too much of a pussy motor. I'm going to put an FE, or not an FE, a 385 in it. And I'm thinking, if you're going to go through all this work to make it look this pretty, why do we have these crappy factory exhaust manifolds? I don't know. So anyway, one of the stupid things that the second The first guy, I think, got it and put all this stuff into it, all this money. The second guy that got it did things like this. That is a manual brake booster or master cylinder. This is a GM lid with a GM rubber, GM makes my favorite rubbers. So you might notice that these two things, oh God, do you know how far it is across the hood of this fucking car? God damn. Okay, that's better. So this thing and that thing down there don't match, which means it had no brakes. When I picked the car up, the fella that sold it to me, which was not that was not the guy that did all this stupid shit. He got the car. You know, it was just a deal where he got the car and here it is. He said it had no brakes, so we go to check to see if it's got brake fluid, which it does, but then it's got that stupid shit on top of there. The gasket wasn't even forming to the top of the master cylinder. You know, if you don't know how brakes work, whenever you push on the pedal, that kind of makes a vacuum inside the master cylinder there, and these little things are supposed to kind of squash down on the fluid, and that's what gives you brake pressure. But since that piece of rubber and that lid don't match that master cylinder's shape, that didn't work. So the thing is, I think it's even got new brakes all the way around. It's four-wheel drum brake. Manual brakes with drum brakes all around. Yeah, but looking at all the drums, it looks like they're all new or freshly finished. So anyway, everything looks new. I mean, I haven't had the wheels off of it yet. They're going to come off in a bit. But there's a lot of good parts here and a good body. But somebody did stupid shit. The shifter won't shift because they didn't know how to hook it up. They didn't know what to do about the master cylinder. I think the only reason this car doesn't have brakes is because of that master cylinder lid. Just stupid shit. And as I said before, the car does run. I heard it run. Unfortunately, there was a bit of an incident on the way home. Let me show you. So unfortunately, even though the car did run, it didn't have brakes, so I couldn't really drive it home. So I got a guy with a flatbed to come out and pick it up and bring it back here. Can you see that? You can see a nice little hole. Yeah, a nice split. That happened. So it was hooked up. The tow truck guy hooked it up, you know, the back axle. Strapped it down, but we're out in the country. And he went over a big bump, I think, and yeah, the body came down and smacked the gas tank against the chain. And now she no run. Yeah, so there you go. What are you gonna do? Yeah, it's like we were pulling in the driveway and there was just gas sloshed all down the street. And yeah, so bummer, you know. Added a couple $100 to get a new tank that I didn't want to spend, but what the hell? I think it's good enough. We're gonna get it going right, and it'll be good, and it'll stay in focus. You're gonna stay in focus, stay in fucking focus, goddammit. Alrighty, so after a bit of wrestling and wrangling, the fuel tank is out. I pulled this wheel off in this brake drum. There's the brake drum, and this is what I found. This is exactly what was in there. There's a few parts missing, little bits missing. That one over there, that brake over there, has all its parts. Let's see if we can go in here and see this. if you can see this, here is the original brake line that goes to the splitter up there on top of the axle that, you know, splits off and your brake lines go to either side. That's disconnected. We've got a piece of brake line that runs from here, and it's all wiggly and wobbly and all bent to shit all the way over to there. It looks like somebody was drunk and maybe they just yanked it off another car. I don't know. That goes over there to that brake, which does have all its stuff. This one, where is it at? There's the brake line for this one. It's just goes over there and it's just chopped off. It's just chopped off right there. It's just chopped off. Good Lord. Oh, here we are, kids. Isn't that a nice one? That's a nice hole right there. Yeah, that's good. Ugh. And an almost new tank. I mean, this, I'm pretty sure this tank got put in here and it was probably never used. It had gas, I mean, it was used, but you know, it was a new tank. They put it in the car. And then on the way home, it had an incident. So what are you gonna do? So here's a new one, and hopefully it's the right one. Oh, there we go. That's way better. That's way better. So yeah, pretty much the same tank. I don't know why somebody's bent the edges there. We might have to do that. I was concerned that this little divot here wasn't going to be like this one, but it's fine. We got the same stuff up here. Yeah, so got to swap this out, put it over there, and then I think it's ready to go back in. All right, kiddies, there we are. That's a gas cap. That's a filler lid. And that is a new gas tank. Oh, that's way better. Now we get to put some gas in it. Are we going to do that this time? I don't know. It's got to run quick, though. It's got to run one of these days.
Smell the gas, Jesse?
Give her another shot. See what's going on here. Alright, kids, that's it for this time. I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and all that stuff. You know what to do, and leave a comment and all that kind of crap, This isn't going to be our usual kind of thing, I don't think. We're going to go back to the DIECAST and whatnot, but I just wanted to show you that it's a cool old car, and I wish they'd make it in DIECAST, but they don't. So it's what we got. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.